Hi everyone, hello to all of you and welcome to this session. Welcome to this channel. Quickly let me know if I'm properly audible and visible to all of you. So I'll share the link to some regular students. So I assume my audio video is working fine. Those who are watching me for the first time, my name is Harika John and I am faculty over here on CrackGradeB, and I have regular classes on this channel, also on the main channel, which is C. So let me quickly give you um, the schedule that we follow. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on our main channel, which is CGB Mentors. And then we have remaining days, which are like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday on here. So we have classes at 1:30 p.m. Are most welcome to join all these classes, and we can have a lot of practice here. I'm thinking to start CSET practice on a main channel, so let's see how that goes. Whatever it is, you will be updated. Okay, आपको हम अपराइज रखेंगे. Make sure to like and share the session before we go ahead, so that we can have more students here. Now, the topic today that I'm going to start with is a very interesting, very scoring topic. Okay, for those who still they don't have much of the idea about this, you see there is a passage based question जो कि पूछा जाता है usually means exam में, and this passage, it has multiple types of questions. Okay, it is not your typical reading comprehension. You may get one or two questions like what's the main theme, give a title, yeah, what author wants to convey, but you do get other questions like a fill up, a connector question, an error detection question, maybe meaning of an idiom. So this passage, it has like 8 to 10 questions, and they are based on different types. So it's doable, it's less time consuming, and it's very scoring. तो वही टाइप का पैसेज हम आज स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. एंड अगर एग्जाम में आपको दिखता है, यू कैन जस्ट बाय द लुक ऑफ इट यू कैन टेल कि अच्छा ये पैसेज में हमको इतना ज़्यादा टिपिकल रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन वाला काम नहीं करना है. सो इफ यू फिगर दैट आउट, इफ यू गेट इट, देन गो अहेड. दिस इज गोना हेल्प यू सो मच. तो हम फर्स्ट वाले से शुरू कर रहे हैं. हम पहले सारे 10 ब्लैंक्स पर या 10 क्वेश्चंस पर काम करेंगे, एंड देन वी विल गेट इनटू द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ ईच ऑफ देम. सो प्लीज स्टार्ट डूइंग दिस वन. टाइमर आपके सामने लगा देती हूँ मैं. It is trenchant for the first one. answer to this one is C. We are going to do all the blanks together, and then I'll take you through the explanation. Okay, so please go ahead, attempt this third one now. You go fourth one. We are going to do all of them together. You can answer here in the chat. You should answer here in the chat. नहीं देना है, इट्स ओके, प्लीज आंसर अपने आप जहाँ पे भी बैठे हो वहाँ पर ही आंसर दो, लिख लो कहीं. So you know out of 10 how many questions you are doing correct. the last one. Such type of question. And if you crack 8 correct questions out of 10, good score. The first one. So it has been a long time. All 7 have been dash critics of Jeremy and Labour serving leader since he took part. So all 7 have been dash critics. Abhi it is the need जहाँ पे हम adjective लगाना है, and this adjective must fulfill the criteria because you can see here he became a leader, he came into power, and that's why there is something happening. People may not, be liking him or something like that. So trenchant is a very sharp, it is something penetrating, and these critics were harsh critics. Okay, violent नहीं बोलेंगे because being harsh through words is something else, but violence में physical violence की बात होती है. We cannot go to that extent. Vituperative is bitter. So yes, critics might be bitter, they might be argumentative, but then their criticism ranged from this point to this point doesn't make any sense, right? Moderate critics क्यों बोलेंगे? Because हम तो एक intensity को they are doing something वो बता ही रहे हैं. Trenchant was the correct word, correct fit in this context. Then their criticism ranged from Brexit, where they see the Labour leader as a Brexiteer in a dash disguise. Shady disguise. Anyone who is shady is not transparent, and the person, like, we will always doubt that person. A sloppy thing or a person, actually, a sloppy person is a careless person, and sloppy thing is a liquidy thing, है ना? तो वो हम एक careless disguise को नहीं बोलेंगे. Shoddy is something which is inferior. Okay, it's not very strong. That we can say that the leader as a Brexiteer in a disguise, which was not a very strong disguise, and even economic policy में कुछ कुछ हो रहा है. Seedy and sleazy. Okay, of course, we are not taking names of dwarfs here. Sleazy is immoral, corrupted है. पर इतना तो नहीं बोलेंगे, he is a leader after all. And we don't get this sense anywhere कि वो moral basis पे गलत था. Seedy is also sleazy का synonym, which is corrupt. So दोनों ही words out हो जाते हैं. And even economic policy. But at the top of the list was Labour's failure to root out, root over, root for, root up. When you root for something, you are supporting that person. You are rooting for ABC to in some election. So you are supporting them or you are wishing them the best. यहाँ पे तो हम जो बोल रहे हैं, we are saying at the top of the list was Labour's failure to root out anti-Semitism in its rank. Miss Berger, who is Jewish herself, said she had to come to sickening conclusion that Labour was institutionally anti-Semitic. Now यहाँ पे root out नहीं कर पाया. That's why this other lady is thinking कि वो तो उसी के side में है. That makes sense contextually. So root out is to remove, जड़ से उखाड़ देना. Then fourth one, the Labour was institutionally anti-Semitic. The 7 MPs. This was a question of this fourth one, where you were supposed to check The 7 MPs will initially sit as independent MPs in Parliament under what? Under appropriate moniker of the independent group. Now, fourth जो जगह खाली है, you can see here there is a full stop and then there is a blank and then another full stop. That means आपको यहाँ पे एक sentence भरना है. A new party was in the offing. A new party is seeming to be. Unnecessary words, wordy banana sentence ko is never a good idea and we don't do that in exam. Shall be in offing. So you see the 7 MPs will sit as independent MPs in parliament. When I say will happen, then it means of course the previous one is something that is in action at present. तो टेंस का आइडिया मुझे वहां से लगेगा. ओके, एंड देन व्हेन वी आर गोइंग अहेड एंड वी आर सेइंग दैट अ न्यू पार्टी वाज इन द ऑफिंग, इज इन द ऑफिंग, जो भी है, ऑफिंग का मतलब होता है इन द ऑफिंग एक्चुअली इज समथिंग दैट इज ऑन द वे, वो होने को है. सो अ न्यू पार्टी इज नॉट येट अबाउट टू टेक प्लेस. 7 MPs कुछ कुछ करेंगे, दे विल नॉट फाइट बाय इलेक्शंस. तो यहाँ पर जो बात है, द ग्रुप इज सिंपली 7 MPs, प्रेजेंट में बात करनी स्टार्ट हो गई है. तो टेंस प्रेजेंट में आएगा. सीन ऐसे भी स्टेटिव वर्ब है. स्टेटिव वर्ब मतलब उसे हम कंटिन्यूअस टेंस में यूज नहीं करते हैं. अ न्यू पार्टी शैल बी इन द ऑफिंग वेरी सून. जल्दी होगी तो MPs क्या कर रहे हैं? We are seeing a new party is not in the scenario, and that's why these 7 MPs will initially sit as independent MPs. तो वहाँ पे C आपका आंसर था contextually. Error detection का क्वेश्चन था ये. Okay. So when we say MPs and we use apostrophe s, that means हम possession की बात कर रहे हैं. And if you want to talk about any possession, let's say MP's seat. Okay, his work, her work. So I need a noun after apostrophe s और वहाँ पे एक MP की बात होगी. We are talking about 7 of them, just like MPs यहाँ पर लिखा है plural में. We were supposed to write in the same way in the plural form over here. तो इस part में आपका error था. Then again the question was identify the grammatically appropriate replacement. अभी एक highlighted phrase है, ये है another set of elections is the last thing voters want. Another set of election is the last thing voters want. Okay, so the one which is given is absolutely correct. Now if we see the other ones, other set, other अपने साथ plural लेके चलता है, another अपने साथ singular लेके चलता है. Another set of elections is the least thing. लीस्ट का मीनिंग टोटली गलत हो जाएगा. इट इज इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ छोटा इन स्टैंडर्ड और सबसे छोटा वैल्यू वाला, बट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द सीक्वेंस, तो लास्ट ही बोलना है हमें. अनदर सेट ऑफ इलेक्शंस इज द लास्ट थिंग वोटर्स वांट्स, गलत हो जाएगा है ना. वोटर्स प्लूरल है तो उसके साथ वांट आएगा. डी वाज योर आंसर. सेंटेंस रिप्लेसमेंट का क्वेश्चन था विच वाज वेरी 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 इजी. आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस. ओके, एक बार मुझे बताइए इफ एनी डाउट इज देयर, आई एम देयर टू हेल्प यू. राइट, अभी आते हैं इस वाले क्वेश्चन पे जो कि थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग था. नाउ इट सेज there is a sentence saying for now the group is simply 7 MPs. Comparisons with Social Democratic Party dash that briefly shot to 50% in polls in 80s before. So what kind of party it is? When we say break away and without any space, break away, it means इन्होंने rebel करा, अलग हो. They are, जिसे आप सेपरेटिस्ट बोल सकते, ठीक है. सो ब्रेक अवे नहीं होता है. ब्रेक थ्रू इज टू गेट एन अचीवमेंट, बीइंग सक्सेसफुल इन डूइंग समथिंग आफ्टर अ लॉन्ग टाइम ऑफ ट्राइंग. ब्रेकिंग ऑफ नहीं होगा. एंड अ ब्रेक वे तो अपने आप में गलत है ना. अ ब्रेक वे पार्टी, तो ब्रेक अवे पार्टी है ये जो एक सेपरेटिस्ट पार्टी है. थोड़ा सा आपकी रीडिंग अगर स्ट्रांग हुई तो आप ऐसे वाले क्वेश्चन आंसर बहुत आसानी से कर पाओ। मूविंग ऑन टू 8 ब्लैंक। In the 80s, before dash are being made. So before fading and withering. Fading and withering दोनों का मतलब है कि धीरे धीरे उनका जो एग्जिस्टेंस था वो खत्म होते चला गया, सूखता चला गया. And that's why we are gonna talk about fading and withering. There was no life या फिर number of people कम हो गए. Departing दूर होना होता है, exiting is निकल जाना वहां से. So both of the words were of no use here. Baki, I don't think the words are confusing for you. They are the easy words, so I'm taking you. But the 7, pair little comparison. Pair little comparison का जो context है यहाँ, of course it's an idiom because bear जो भी meaning सोचो noun वाला verb वाला makes no sense here. Sometimes if some things are given and they make least sense and we are like ये word का क्यों यहाँ use करा हुआ है. One chance if it is not an error detection question, it is कि वो एक idiom हो सकता है. So but the 7 bear little comparison with gang of 4. So they bore in fact negligible resemblance or nil to compare. Okay, little comparison से आपको याद रखना. एक रूल होता है whenever we use little without a or the without article, it actually means nil, nothing. I have little strength left in me. That means I have no strength left in me. Super tired. अभी तो एक काम भी नहीं होगा. तो वहाँ पे bear negligible resemblance और nil to compare इसका मीनिंग है. सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है. आपको इडियम आता है तो ही ऐसा क्वेश्चन करना है. नहीं आता है, better you skip an exam. For now, you can give it a shot. You can try and yeah. The former labor ministers who dash the SDP, who found it, okay? Because यहाँ पे whom का need, whose और where का need नहीं है. Ministers are the people, okay? The people established SDP, जिसके लिए हम word found का past form use कर रहे हैं, founded. Found as verb first form means किसी को establish करना, especially किसी institution को organization. There you go. That's your next question. Timer लगा देती हूँ मैं. A and B. So the question here is that you have 3 idioms and 3 cases. Choose the one that provides the combination of situations where we can use idioms. So the meaning of idiom should go well and correct with the case ABC. Flash in the pan. Now relate this one with the flash thing. Okay, something जो कि अच्छा चला, successful हुआ, but just like a flash it disappeared. Long run में successful नहीं हुआ. Normally I do not ever cancel my appointment, but owing to my poor health I will have to cancel the one for this evening. Okay, so normally मैं तो नहीं करती, हमेशा successful होती हूँ. Whatever I do it. But here लंबे term में I cannot because of my poor health, so I can go ahead with it. Going off the rails is somebody started behaving, reacting in a very unacceptable manner, wild manner. As soon as he heard his son had failed, he heard the news. He lost his temper, started shouting, he went off the rails. So of course, ये भी सही था. Having a whale of a time is having a fun time, enjoying a lot. बहुत super fun time है. So since it started raining on very first day of a trip, we had to cancel all our plans. Ended up spending a boring day. This is totally opposite of having fun time at all. Make sure to like and share the session, guys. All of them. Leaving someone in lurch is leaving someone in the middle of some difficult situation. So even though we both worked together on the project, manager asked us who was responsible for its failure. Tarun blamed me and claimed to not have been involved. तो मुझे आधे रस्ते में of something, आधे process में छोड़ दिया and blamed me. So definitely it matches with the idiom. Making ends meet is a very common popular idiom which means able to earn only that much that will cover your financial needs. So the woman worked night and day at the tea stall in order to feed her two children and old father. Yes, she is working hard to make ends meet. At least roti kapda makan ho jaye. Raise red flags. I mean, this is something we have seen a lot. Something that signals danger not to go ahead. So he seemed to be a calm person, but ever since he got violent at the event, threw a tantrum, I got a hint he's deeply disturbed. So there is a red flag. He raised red flag, a flag or red flags were raised. Now we will be alert every time we will be around him. You know, so this is odd one out. Also, you need to rearrange the rest of them. It is not only odd one out. So I want the whole answer. Four sentences rearranged and one odd one out. I'll give you good 2.5 minutes to do this. It's almost similar to your parathumble with one extra thing to do. answer is DECAB. Uh, you can either figure out the odd one first, which is a little time taking. आपको थोड़ा time लगेगा इसमें. My way or my strategy would be I try to figure out the parajumble part first, the arrangement first, and automatically there would be one that doesn't fit anywhere, तो वो बाहर हो जाएगा. Accountability needs to be fixed on individuals causing repeated delays in dispensing justice. ठीक है, ये चीज की जरूरत है. The time taken for disposal of cases is also widely divergent across different category of cases. So B talks about time taken for the disposal is also divergent. That means also बोला है तो इसी के बारे में और कोई बात होगी then only I can say also. Lawyers who charge per appearance have a vested interest in getting repeated adjourned, so the case can drag on further. Now, this is an allegation. Okay. Today, civil society is increasingly inclined to become judges alone for delays, and this is totally unfair. So, D can be a good beginning. It talks about inclined to blame judges. Sorry. So increasingly inclined a society जो judges को blame करती है. The office of a judge was barricaded by lawyers because he imposed costs on flippant requests. So E भी इससे connected है. एक event हुआ, civil society blame कर रही है judges को delays के लिए. तो D और E pair हो गए. That means of course दोनों में से कोई odd नहीं है. We are talking about delays. Okay. C बोलता है lawyers जो कि दे चार्ज पर अपीयरेंस उनका ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट होता है ताकि बार बार डेट्स मिले तो उनका बिल अच्छा बनेगा. अकाउंटेबिलिटी नीड्स टू बी फिक्स्ड ऑन इंडिविजुअल्स. विच इंडिविजुअल्स? सच लॉयर्स causing repeated delays. So of course C and A are gonna come together. When I see this also, मैं इस also को किसी से connect नहीं कर पा रही. See B is also from the same theme that the time taken for the disposal of cases. It depends. It's widely divergent across different category of cases. ये भी लॉ रिलेटेड बात, कोर्ट रिलेटेड बात है, बाकी भी वही है. बट द थीम दैट वी आर फॉलोइंग इज दैट देयर इज डिले. पीपल आर ब्लेमिंग जजेस, बट then there are lawyers who they purposely keep asking for later on dates. They drag. So वहां पर B का कोई मतलब नहीं निकलता था तो B odd हो गया. Same thing you have to do. is or EBDC's arrangement. Developing confident new cyber products in today's anxious world, anxious environment would surely be one of the some things. ठीक है. It promises a blistering pace of growth in productivity, but this edifice is built on the premise of secure data flows. See it क्या है? We can search for it. Events in the US and France suggest that hackers attempting to hijack has become the new normal. Something has become new normal. People are threatening. There is cybersecurity issue. Every big breach in data security, therefore, holds a warning. Look before you leap. Beware the structural vulnerabilities of the network world. तो यहाँ पे हमने अगैन सिक्योरिटी डेटा फ्लोज एवरी बिग ब्रीच क्या करती है वो देखा. Digitally networked economy has been transforming the way human beings work and live. This is a generic sentence. We are talking about, in a nutshell, everything that is digitally networked. Such an economy बदलाव ला रही है. It promises a blistering pace of growth in productivity. अभी भी पॉजिटिव है. But the futuristic edifice is built on if यहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी है कि नहीं. तो E और B बहुत ही पक्के पेयर थे. डेफिनेटली दोनों ही ऑड नहीं है. Now, my A sentence says developing confident new cyber security products would surely be one way for the homeboys to rival Silicon Valley. So, आधा तो सही है, connected है, but when why we are talking about the homeboys to rival क्यों करना है सिलिकॉन वैली को, क्या हो रहा है, दिस इज आउट ऑफ द ब्लू. तो ए ऑड है. वी आर जेनरिक वे में हम बात कर रहे हैं. वी आर जनरली स्पीकिंग की जो इकोनॉमी है डिजिटलाइज हो गई है. सो वी वांट टू मेक श्योर कि सिक्योरिटी भी बढ़े. एवरी बिग ब्रीच इन डेटा सिक्योरिटी देयरफॉर होल्ड्स अ वार्निंग. ये भी सब नेटवर्क वर्ल्ड के लिए अप्लीकेबल है. इवेंट्स अब एग्जाम्पल है इन द यूएस एंड फ्रांस सजेस्ट कि हैकर्स अभी भी इलेक्शंस वगैरह तक भी पहुंच गए हैं. सो एग्जाम्पलीफाई हम सी में कर रहे हैं विच इज द पार्ट ऑफ डी कि ब्रीच कैसे हो रहा है. बी दिस स्पेसिफिक जो ए में बोला है इधर नहीं फिट बैठ रहा था. मे बी कपल ऑफ सेंटेंसेस मोर एंड ए का कुछ रिलेशन होता तो यूज होता आगे. ऑफकोर्स ए वॉज ऑड वन. ओके, that's it guys. Thank you so much and I'll be in the next session. Next session tomorrow it's going to be a CSAT class on our main channel CDB Mentors and 1:30 उसका टाइम रहेगा. Apart from this 8 PM descriptive classes are going on जो हमारे descriptive course में है. RBI का paid course है उसमें है. For more details of courses you can check out the description box below.